Hello people, welcome to the most important video Dell 304 will ever probably record. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story first, for the people who don't know. Most of you know that on June 11th, 2010, I received a Dell Latitude D500 laptop computer from my school for free. I absolutely loved that computer. I used it up until November 2010 as my main computer. At that point it was replaced by a Dell Inspiron, but it became my secondary computer after that. And one sad day on February 23rd, 2011, I sold it like a dumbass. That is arguably one of the worst mistakes of my life. Truthfully, I know it's sad. But 3 months after that, June 2011, I started looking for another D500. And it just seemed like there were absolutely none anywhere. Until after a couple of days of searching, I finally found one on eBay. So I bid on that thing all day, and within the last few seconds of the bid, I lost it for a couple more dollars than my max bid was at said time. So I was pretty devastated then. After that, I just kind of gave up. I bought more computers, obviously not D500s. But I kind of took a break from looking for D500s, because it just seemed like it was useless to me. So here we are, almost 2 years later, and I ordered a Dell Latitude D500 on eBay last Saturday, the 22nd of June, and it's still not here. Since I'm an impatient son of a bitch and it was supposed to be here yesterday, I'm kind of pissed. So I just said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on Craigslist and see if I can find a D500. So I did, for $60. So I just figured, well, that's still pretty freaking cheap for a D500. So, you know, I just got back from meeting the guy, and he gave it to me for $60. Not only that, he gave me 2 of them. And a docking station. That computer back there is just my D600, just for ambiance, if you'd like to put it that way. He gave me 2 D500s for $60. One of them has a dead motherboard because it suffered from a liquid spill, but you know, I can still use it for parts. And then I have my other D500, which will probably come later next week sometime, to use. That one is working, so I can have 2 working D500s now. Now, what I'm going to do is this D500 right here. This is the working one. As you can see, the top cover is in very good condition. The inside is in very good condition as well. So I'm going to be using this computer as my baseline. Now I'm going to be taking this D500, that one, and the one I get next week, and I'm going to swap out all of the plastics and make, unless this one doesn't need it, you know what I mean? Like, if you look, this laptop is in very good condition. There's just a couple of smudges and scratches and stuff, but overall it's in very nice shape. So I'm going to clean this up, and then this is going to be my base model computer. So if you open this up here, you can see that everything, all of the plastics are in very, very good condition. I don't know if that's going to come off, that little smudge right there, but as you can see, the plastics are in very decent shape, as you can see there. The keyboard is pretty worn, so I'll be replacing the keyboard. Oh, and then this power button cover, as you can see there, is really worn there. So I'm going to take the power button cover from either that one or my other D500. It's coming next week, and I'll replace that. Overall, though, the hinges on this one are pretty loose, but I think I can fix that. And then if tightening them all up with screws doesn't work, then I will take the hinges from my D600, because I know those are decently good hinges. So this is the working one. I don't think the battery's charged. Let's see. Yeah, the battery's not charged, so I'm gonna have to plug this in. But that's the main focus of this video, is this D500. But I'll show the other one just in case. Now this other one is in a little worse shape. It's got more scratching on the top, and then the latch in the front is broken, and there's no keyboard. It did suffer from a liquid spill, so you know, it doesn't work. But I think there's still a processor, and there might be some RAM in there that I can use, so, you know, I don't care, I'm going to keep it. So I'll have two and later 3 D500s. Then they also give me a docking station, which he doesn't have a power supply for it, sadly, but we have dang, I don't even know if I can get that out of there, but there's a you know, a floppy drive in there. I don't know why it won't come out, actually, because usually it's supposed to. I have no idea how that comes out of there. So, but it doesn't matter. I have extra floppy drives. Oh wait, nah, it's not into there. I don't know how that floppy drive could come out of there because it doesn't seem like it wants to come out at this point. But yeah, docking station, great, right? So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera over to my desk, and we're going to focus on this D500 because this one is in really great shape, to be honest. And yeah, this is probably the greatest day of my life, like I said, because I got my good old D500 back. You know, it's still a trip just looking at this thing. Like, I don't even like, it's not real for me, in other words. I don't even feel like I have it yet. But yeah, so let's go ahead and turn our attention over to my desk, and we'll turn it on and see the functionality and the specs and such. That one's dead, so obviously we're not going to look at that one. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at this D500. Now I'm going to sit down slightly out of camera for this demonstration. Let me just check that because I moved the tripod. Alright, we're good. So, yeah, I'm going to be sitting slightly out of frame just so I can, you know, run along with you how this D500 is. And then I think I'm going to steal the power button cover off the other one because this one is kind of scratched up along here. But we'll see how it cleans up. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Both of these D500s did not come with opticals, and you know, he just said sorry about that, I forgot, but I just said okay, well I have a couple extras. So here's a working DVD-ROM drive I'm going to use in this one for said today's I don't know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Alright, there. I had to get the Dell power cord out of the camera, out of the tripod's obstruction or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. And we're going to see what happens. Plug that in, run that back there, hold it, and we're going to see what goes on. Why you no power on? Oh, because the freaking power cord isn't plugged in. Well, it would help if you plugged it in. Alright, that should work a little better now. There we go. There you go. Let's go into setup. Press F2 1,000 times. As you can see by the little blinking red doohickey, the battery is probably stone dead. It's got to boot up. Yeah, okay, so invalid configuration information. I don't know if that's because the battery's been dead for so long or the CMOS battery is toast, so let's see. Let's press F2. I'm pressing F2, nothing's happening. What is going on? What if I press F1? Okay, I press F1, it continues. So I don't know what the heck's up with the F2 key. Might have to replace the keyboard for the time being. That's kind of weird. F2 key doesn't work. So it boots into Windows XP, so it's a complete computer. I don't know why F2 doesn't work. Alright, so we have the XGA screen here, the 1024 by 768. That's going to get swapped out. So it looks like it works, as you can see here. So, let's see. You know, the buttons on this one, well, that one's even worse, so I'm not even going to touch it. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of worn along here. I don't know if I'm probably not going to be able to get these lines out, but the buttons are kind of loose. I don't know what's up there. These things are probably heavily used. Let's see. What do we have for specs here? Okay, we have a 1.3 gigahertz. That's what all of these things shipped with. Half a gig of RAM. How big is the hard drive? We have a 40 gig. So, decent. Not bad. Alright, so it works. Let's go ahead and shut her down. And I'm going to troubleshoot this F2 problem because, you know, not being able to press F2 is not good. I don't know what's going on there. So yeah, I'll be back with you in a bit. Well, I found something that might be of interest. When I took off the heatsink, I found that on there. I don't know what that is, but it looks burnt and bad. Also, you can see right there that there is some kind of spillage, and it's sticky. but it's only right there, so I don't know, it's not on the motherboard or anywhere else. So that's kind of weird. And I also found that, and this is pretty goddamn dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this entire computer up before I start any of the upgrades. I'm going to completely disassemble it, and I'm going to fix it. Just clean it out. This power button cover is going to need to be replaced because for some reason this was off here. So that's the close sensor. So can't use that. This one looks to be in better condition than this one anyway, so I'm going to swap that out. I'll use this one for parts. I'm sure the screen works on this one, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but bleh. Yeah, he said this one had a drink spilled on it, so I don't know if there's any help for this one, but we'll see if this one has a processor and everything later. But for now, we're going to turn our focus to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this thing all the way up. I'm going to completely disassemble it if I have to get to all the nooks and crannies, and it will be nice and happy to be clean. And then we'll proceed with the actual upgrades and stuff. And I see. That's probably why the F2 key doesn't work right there. Probably some sticky shiz under there. So I'll troubleshoot that too because I need my F2 key to work. So yeah, I'll see what's going on. Alrighty, looking a little better now. We have a clean heatsink fan. This isn't clean because I'm going to be using that one since it has a copper heat pipe rather than this. This is probably aluminum, so it's probably not as good. So I'm going to use the copper heat pipe. That's from the D600. I'm going to use it because it's the same shiz. CMOS battery I might have to replace. I haven't verified that yet. When I restarted, it saved. It didn't give me an error, so I don't think I have to replace the CMOS battery. This keyboard here is in okay condition. It's not super worn, but I don't know why when I press F2 nothing happens during setup. So I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to clean the back off of this keyboard. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why the F2 key doesn't work, and that looks like I don't even know what the hell that is. So I still have to clean the keyboard, and I still have to clean the screen off. As you can see, both of those screens are atrociously dirty. And then after I'm done cleaning everything and this laptop is nice and clean on the inside, I'm going to slap some upgrades into it. The CPU, the processor, etc. Oh, and here's the palm rest, by the way, so it's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to use this. And then I'll switch to power button covers, obviously, because this one is broken. But like I said, I'm going to put the CPU and the RAM in there, the new ones, which are over there. And yeah, I'm going to save the screen for the last upgrade, just because. And then the hard drive that was in here is a 40 gigabyte Hitachi Travel Star. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the Fujitsu because, you know, it should be more reliable than those crappy Travel Star drives. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to continue working, and I'll give you an update when I can. Alrighty, new CPU is in. There's the old one. I'm going to put this one in the D600. So there you go. And I'm going to open up that one. After we're all done with this computer, we're going to open up that one and check it out. But yeah. Okay, so we have the processor, and that's all I wanted to update you on. Next is the RAM. Alright, so it isn't all the way back together, but it's for a good reason, trust me. I put the new processor and the RAM in, so we're going to see if it actually just works with that stuff. Alright, looking good so far. Yep, alright, it recognized everything. Now let's see if the... Okay, there. So the F2 key works now. I don't know what the hell I did, but... Yeah. I pulled the keyboard out, and I don't know. I pulled the actual key off and tried to clean under there, so... I don't know, the F2 key works now, so cool. I bought a new keyboard for this thing anyway, so invalid configuration information. So the CMOS battery is dead in this thing, so I'm going to okay, I guess the F2 key's not working now. What the fuck? Alright, I don't know what's going on here, but well, there we go. Okay, so the F2 key is kind of finicky, I guess, on this computer, but there is the setup. Very cool. It's got the latest BIOS version, so we have a 1.8 GHz Pentium, 2 MB of cache. It is recognizing 1 GB of RAM, which is correct. Okay, processor and RAM both work, so that F2 key is kind of finicky, so I ordered a new keyboard a few days ago anyway, so that'll be in next week too, so cool. Alright, so the processor and the RAM function, so the computer works. Now we have to tackle this baby. I have the new screen right here. I have the new bezel right here, and I checked all the hinges on all three of these computers. This one, obviously that one, and that one. That one has the best hinges, surprisingly. These hinges don't move quite as much as this one and that one. So yeah, I'm going to be stealing the hinges off that computer, putting them on this display lid, and then I'm going to swap the actual LCD screen, and I'm going to swap the bezel. This is the bezel for my D600, and it's in the best condition out of all of these. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I will slowly update you as I do this. So yeah, I'm going to take the screen off the computer. Yeah, I'm going to get started, so I'll be right back. Alright, quick pro tip. If you are having trouble getting these little, things off, and you take them off and the adhesive is still stuck to the screw, rendering them useless, you just get a tiny, tiny, tiny screwdriver like this, stick her under there, make sure that you're getting all the way under there and you're hitting the screw. Chances are, if you pull up, you will get above the adhesive, or below the adhesive. That way, when you put it back on, it's not a useless piece of crap. It still sticks to things. So, just have a little piece of plastic over here that I stick them to. So, yeah, that's just a quick little pro tip. Okay, so now I have two D500s apart, which makes my life harder. So I'm keeping all of, this is the broken D500 there, this is its screen assembly. I'm keeping all the screws for it over here. And just a little side note, I think I have enough rubber bumpers for displays to last me for another good 10 years at least. So, these hinges, oh my god, these are like, this is like a godsend. These hinges are not worn at all. Like, they're rock solid. They're not, there's no flex in them at all. So I am definitely taking these hinges and putting them on this one. Like, as you can see here, if my stupid camera will focus. Come on, camera, you're not stupid, I love you. Okay, there you go. You can see these move. Well, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can. See these turn, or they move, without any force needing to be applied. As you can see there, they have a little bit of play in them. So these hinges are coming out, these hinges are coming out, and these hinges are going in there, and these ones are going in here. So yeah, I will get back to you once I'm done with that. Okay, I want to say after about 30-40 minutes, well, 20-30 more like, we have one new screen with good hinges. So this is the Super XGA Plus screen. So it's the 1400 by 1050, which should work just fine. We got those new good condition hinges, which have absolutely no play at all. I'm gonna love that. So yeah, I think this computer, or this screen, needs to get on that computer, and then we can wrap it up, because we're almost done. So, well, sort of. Then after I'm done with all the hardware, I have to put that D500 and that D600 back together, just to use up all the spare parts I have laying around. And then we have to move on to the software. So yeah, the D600's hard drive is right there. I'm just going to use that just because it's easier, and it's better than that Hitachi. So yeah, that's how it's going to go. So I'll be right back once I get this screen on the laptop and it's all back together. Man, I still have a bunch of parts laying around. I got a screen on the floor, which is probably not good at all. I shouldn't have that on the floor. I realize this. I should have, yeah, I have another screen over there, another screen there, a laptop there, LCD bezel around here, a dog, a couple microfibers. It's just a mess in my room. A bunch of hinges, parts, everywhere. But before I clean up and start putting all these laptops back together, I would like for you to meet my new Dell Latitude D500. Man, I have waited so long for this. This is it in its finished form. I think the only thing that is going to need replacing is the keyboard. I'm still cleaning the top, but the only thing that's going to need seriously replacing is the keyboard. The top cover looks pretty good. The Dell logo is nice and shiny like it's supposed to be. So let me go ahead and shut my door. Sorry. Yeah, so I put the battery from the D600 in. It's just the one that came with it. is completely dead, and there is absolutely no play in these hinges. I absolutely love it. I don't think I've ever had a laptop like this old, with no play in the hinges whatsoever, so I was really lucky with that. As you can see, it cleaned up pretty good. There is a little bit of wear here and there, but yeah, right there on the touchpad and buttons, no big deal. The keyboard has a good amount of wear in it, but the keyboard's getting replaced. And this is the best power button cover I had. The only thing is, like, it's half worn right there where the bezel touches this, so that I could not get off. It doesn't really bother me that much. I'm not going to replace it at this point. And yeah, you got the new screen. I think the screen made the most stark difference in this computer. Just the screen the hinges are great. All the little nubs are practically new. Well, not new, but like better than the ones that were on here. Hinges are amazing. Got a nice new screen, high resolution. So yeah, let's go ahead and power on. See if it boots. There you go. Higher res screen. Let's see if F2 button still doesn't work. Oh, there we go. So it's detecting all the new hardware, I would suppose. You have a new screen, obviously, so you can see that the resolution is a lot better than the other one. So you can see all those fine pixels in there. It's much better than the other one. Oh, and the display is really dim. What the heck? Yeah, that's kind of weird. I might have to up the brightness. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the brightness was just down. I was going to say, the screen is freaking dim. F2. 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 There we go. Okay, the F2, you gotta, like, mash it in there, but yeah, as you can see, new specs. I need to set the time and date. 1.8 gigahertz Pentium M there, 2 megabytes of cache, 1 gig, Super XGA screen, the 40 gigabyte hard drive. So this laptop is all up and running pretty much. I just need to do all the software stuff. I need to reactivate Windows, and then after I reactivate Windows and install a few drivers, it should be good to go. So yeah, now I have to put all of these laptops back together, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in, set the time and date, let it boot to Windows, and I'll simultaneously put all these laptops back together while I'm working on this one. So yeah, there you go. I'll be right back. Wow, that looks cool and stuff. I also have to change the CMOS battery because it's not saving the settings, so I don't know. Actually, I just saved it, so I'm not sure. I have to reboot it. I don't know, probably just replace it anyway. So yeah, I'll see what's going on. I gotta put all these back together. I didn't take very long, but I just wanted to show you that. So yeah, bye. Alrighty guys, what you just witnessed was probably one of the greatest things I've ever done. This D500 is now in the tip-top shape. It's in the best condition I think it will ever be. Again. So if we move up close here, there's a glitching out found new hardware window. So I don't know how to close that. Let's see, Task Manager. Actually, I do know how to close that. See if it'll let me close it. In Task. There we go. It worked. It's still asking me to install a bunch of crap because I'm not done with the software. I need to install a bunch of crap. So, but yeah. The drivers, I thought I installed all the drivers, so you can see the screen is running at a nice big resolution again, 1400 by 1050. It's nice and clean, as you can see. Same stickers that it had in 2010, well, as the one I had in 2010. The touchpad and the mouse pad cleaned up nicely, so it's not as worn as I thought it was. And then those two little lines right there and right there you can vaguely see, but if you're not under a really bright light or bright surface, then you can't be able to see it. So still need to wipe off the smudges from the display bumpers, but still need to do a couple more things to this computer, but for now it's done. Okay, there. Now they're clean. For now, it's pretty much done. Down here we have, I can't even tell them apart. Alright, which one's the D500? This is the D500, the other D500. You know, just for shits. He told me it was broken, but I plugged it in and indeed it didn't turn on, so I don't know if it doesn't have any RAM or the processor. I still have to check this one out. I haven't even opened this one up yet. I just put it back together for the time being, but I'll see if I can even get this one going. Slim chance though, because he said it got a liquid spill, so I don't know if it's ever going to work again. So there's the other D500. Oops, the latch is broken. There's the other D500. I don't know if that thing's ever gonna work again. And then here is the D600. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it's gonna post. So actually, let's see that. Let's try it right now. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Plug her in because there's a battery, but it's completely shot. Okay, open this up, turn it on, and it posts. Well, it turns on anyway. Okay, it posts. There we go. So we have Centrino. Okay, I don't know if that was like that before. Yeah, it probably was. But it now has the 1.3 gig. Mountain system memory has changed. Yes, I know. So this now has a 1.3 gigahertz Pentium Banyas and 512 megs of RAM. And yeah, so it posts. That's cool. And it's got a lower resolution screen now, as you can see. So that's cool. Well, it's not cool, but at least it works, right? So there you go. Specs once again. No hard drive. I have a hard drive over there, but I don't know. Okay, as I was getting interrupted for the 500,000th time in my YouTube career, let me go ahead and post this thing again. I don't know how much I got, so let's post it again. Turn her back on. You guys saw that it posted, but let's try it again. Who cares? So this one works, as you can see here. There's no hard drive yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put that hard drive in here. It's already got a Windows install on it. It should work fine. So there you go. So I have this one working, that one working, and this one will have a hard drive, which is cool. And that one I still have to mess with, like I said. So that's it for now, I have to say. Let's turn that one off. Let's unplug it. Put it over there. I'll plug that back in, but going back to the D500 here, you can see the lay specs here. There you go. It still says D600 because, you know, I installed it, so that's not going to be able to be changed. Actually, I think I can change that, to be honest. I don't know how to do it, and I don't really care. So yeah, it says Latitude D500 right there. I was able to change that, so you know, whatever. So you have 1.8 gigahertz, 1 gig of RAM, a nice new screen. It's a damn nice laptop now. So yeah, I would like to thank you guys for watching this entire video. It's probably very long at this point. I've been working for at least, let's see, got home at 7:30. It's almost 10:30. Oh god dang, I've been working for almost 3 hours. So yeah, I finally got my Dell Latitude D500 back, and this will be my my laptop of choice. The next one, the other D500 is going to come next week, but I'm just gonna use that one. I'm either gonna just keep it around as a working parts machine, or I'm gonna take that hard drive out of the D600 and put it in there. But I don't know. I'll probably just buy more hard drives and then get them all working. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is one of the best videos I'll probably ever make. Finally got my baby back. Man, it's been so long since I've had one of these. Now I just have to start using it. Thanks for watching. And now it's even happier since all the drivers are installed and we're connected to the internet. Thank you guys once again for watching this video. This was a Dell 304 special presentation. Alright, one last clip. I know I keep saying thanks for watching and I'm gone, but I'm really not. Found a power cord for that docking station, as you can see here. I would say this is pretty sweet. I like it.